Welcome to the recap of Aramar's Academy's episode 34, where they exit the hotel and find Mayor and Elwyn talking flirtatiously, as they're both happy the other wants to make it official. One brings up the letter that they supposedly sent, and it turns out, as they don't know it, but Owen, our local performing warlock, secretly sent a letter to the pair to try and get them to date. Worked out quite well, and the couple are quite happy, if not be it a little confused. Going back to the group, exiting the hotel, most of the party goes off to breakfast while a select few stay behind. The breakfast entourage goes to the local restaurant and gets a smoothie or two. Well, each of the party members seem to get a smoothie. Turns out you can't get blueberry and strawberry smoothies because apparently they are quite explosive, as the gods of this world seem to have something against them being mixed. Anyways, going back to those that stay behind, Onyx identifies some items and checks in on the poor child Kaylee, along with a few others. Once the party regroups, Sojin recollects the idea of stealing some artifacts from the order that once betrayed him. While the conversation of infiltration goes down, Onyx mentions being good at shapeshifting. Sojin seems to get a bit amused at this, but the rest of the party pays it no heed. And they decide, and also in that conversation, the group seems to decide on where to travel. Before the group heads off, a familiar figure to Xander approaches them in a carriage. Turns out Stein, Xander's cousin, had found the group and wants to talk to him in private. Our group seemingly lets him go to a private area, but only two of us don't sneak into the room. Turns out that the upper class of barons that Xander's family supposedly was fake. Uh, as they discuss family matters and other things, and, you know, being fakes and such a thing, talk about the pains of life. Xander gets a recommendation letter for getting a forged barn badge, so to speak. And as that goes down, Stein sends to offer his carriage for our group. And he accepts. And once the rest of them regroup, Stein is happy to offer the carriage and things go well. And our group heads off to the forest to start their adventure to the next town, to the Crystal Cliffs to be specific. On the trip, Owen seems to ride first and makes his way steadily enough. And then Owen, and then Onyx will take over after that, and on the way, thanks to Zuri's quick thinking, the group manages to escape a dangerous encounter of the ghostly wildlife. During the carriage ride, Onyx also asks Xander about an ability. And when the group finally arrives at the Crystal Cliffs, we learn it's also called, in Elven that is, it's Elvish, it's called The Wind That Is Like Wild Roses. And that ends this recap here. Thank you for listening.